Good evening, viewers and listeners, and welcome to another edition of this program, Serving the People, brought to you every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on SVG TV. I am your host, Mrs. Anissa Batiste, Senator for the New Democratic Party, and please let us start with a word of prayer. Loving Father in heaven, we thank you for this opportunity where we can serve the people. I pray, dear Lord, that you would bless me with your Holy Spirit and help the people to be inspired by the stories of our fellow men's service to one another. Thank you for their volunteerism. Thank you for their kindness towards one another, and help us to foster this more and more in our society to improve it. In Jesus' holy name I pray. Amen. And now, my dear viewers, please, if you wish to contact me, you may do two things. You may telephone me at 1784-528-1015, or you may send an email to servingthepeople.ab@gmail.com. The information is at the bottom of your screen, and I'll be sure to repeat it at the end of the program for your assistance. This evening's program is called Democrat Power in Action. Democrat Power in Action. It is based upon recent accomplishments of this program with respect to helping the persons in need in communities throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You will see about 3 different segments of footage that were taken last week, where different persons, at least 3 persons, were able to get assistance from the efforts and sacrifices of various Good Samaritans among us. In the first segment, you will see some footage of the collection of some hardware material that were taken for the assistance of one Miss Irma Richards of Rillan Hill. Miss Richards had called me sometime in the past expressing her suffering because she was a hurricane victim, a victim of Hurricane Thomas. And since that time when Thomas hit us in October 2010, she had made several efforts to get assistance to repair her home, but had been unsuccessful. One of the things that reached me about Irma was the way in which she made effort to help herself, and so she had managed to get a few pieces of galvanized on her own. But she was suffering greatly because of the damage to the wood in her home structure, and she even had come down with pneumonia on one occasion, because of the coldness of the place when it rained. By the grace of God and by the assistance of a Good Samaritan out there who I'd like to refer to as MJ, we were able to get some material for Irma, and I'm truly grateful to him and I'm happy for her. Take a look at this footage.
Yeah, where's the people come up with? Fare isso, que fare mentira disso.
How long now since your house get damaged?
9 months.
9 months. And nobody have ever assisted you before?
No.
Now that you're getting a little assistance, how do you feel?
Very good.
Now, there are other people in your community here who get damaged as well?
Yes.
And have they get any assistance from the government?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them who live around me.
Okay. They
I
get
did not
damaged.
get any assistance.
Okay. But other people in the village get?
Yes.
And there are other people who need assistance as well?
Yes, I think
So, well, I believe you might be happy that you're getting this assistance. And
so. Yeah, very happy. But personally, I would like to thank Anissa Baptiste for assisting me, because after I see other person getting assistance, I keep going by Nemo, I keep going by housing, the Red Cross, and never get no assistance. Nobody didn't bother with me. So after I saw she had the program on the television, I decided to call her. So I called her, and so she gave me this assistance. Yeah, so I'm very grateful. And I'd like to thank everybody who assisted in any way.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, this is the house that I'm living in. Since 9 months since after Hurricane Thomas, I haven't got any assistance. I've been seeking assistance, I did not get any assistance. And I'm so happy now that I got a little assistance from Miss Anissa Baptiste, who helped me.
Yes, my dear people. As you've heard, Irma herself is grateful, and we're happy that we were able to help her. But let's move right along. In the next bit of footage, you will see, again, some collection experience. This time, we were collecting bed, mattress, and other material for Miss Rhoda Daniel. You know of the Rhoda Daniel story. Her home burnt down over a year and at least 5 months ago by now. And she told her story on this program. Again, through the help, the efforts of Vincentians home and abroad, we were able to rebuild a structure for Rhoda. This structure is now complete, and through the help again of Good Samaritans, in this case Mr. CD, we were able to get 2 beds donated, mattresses, pillows, and other items that Rhoda can use in her bedrooms. She now has 2 rooms. So this footage shows you a bit of what happened when we went to pick up and take them to her. Take a look. Yes, my dear people, isn't it wonderful to be able to share in the joys and the experiences of our people? Now, in some time in the near future, this house would be officially handed over to Rhoda, and you will hear more about it so that persons in surrounding areas or those who want to travel from afar may come to be at this handing over ceremony. I want to move right along before I say thanks to everybody to some footage concerning Radigan. Again, he was featured earlier in this program, early when we started in February thereabout, and his story was similar. He suffered hurricane damage during Thomas, and he basically lives under a shed. Radigan, through the help of the NDP, as you would hear him say, was able to get some assistance to build a foundation, and through the organization of Mr. Cali Crichton and others, we were able to get a truck together to go down to pick up some galvanized that he was promised by someone, as well as to assist him with a few pieces of plywood. Take a look at this footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are with Radigan, one of the posts who get damaged in since Thomas time. We are here now trying to assist him with some materials so that he could get a roof over his head again. He's been trying all the time and no success. But here we are, we're trying to move forward with Radigan, and we're glad for the people who help us and so on. We are here now in O'Brien's Valley. We just came from all the way to Kingston, where we collected some material to assist him.
Yeah. Thanks for the help from Mistress Baptiste. Yeah, and the help from the NDP. Yeah, special to Mr. Eustace. Because without Mr. Eustace, well, nothing couldn't come up. I know received some material, and which I received some material before, like some plies and some 4x4. But at the same time, my workman who's supposed to do this work, he's on a different contract. So that is why this work hold up a little bit longer.
Okay.
But I got to say thanks to Miss Baptiste one more time for establishing me and make the world know my situation. Because I was under a dread situation. If you can look right there, that is my home. From since this time, Thomas is there I live in.
Under mango tree.
Under mango tree. If you can see down the roof, you can see all kind of mango bush fall to because fall live under tree. Yeah, so I give thanks, and I say thanks a million times to the NDP for assisting me from out of this deep water. Because where I am here, you could say I'm in deep water, like out in the ocean. So I have to give thanks one more time for the NDP to throw in a net to catch Radigan. I give thanks again for that, for saving me from that wicked, wicked government that we have here. As my Prime Minister said, he ain't taking no blame. I wanted to know why he ain't taking no blame. But I saying, for this project in North Windward, this is a North Windward project. And for this project in North Windward, that been supposed to done by the ULP, is the NDP that come and fulfill this mission. So I still have to say thanks one more for Elvis Daniel, Mr. Baptiste, and also the leader of the opposition, Arnim Eustace. Okay? But is one message I would like to send to my representative, that is Daniel, Gomi Daniel. I will like him not to take no kind of produce for this project, because this is a project in North Windward that Mr. Gomi Daniel is supposed to see about, and then he turned a blind eye on this project. And to that, I ask in all my NDP's fans to stand tall, be strong, and just be focused, and just look and see the wicked thing that this government here is doing to this country. And I hope that coming the next election, everybody could be like me. If everybody could be like Radigan, to say no to the wrong things that ULP doing to we the citizens of this country. I would like everybody to stand tall and be strong. Don't take no kind of bribe. Don't make them cheat you. Because you see, when they cheat you, it's nothing better going and come. Anytime they cheat you, it's something worse going and come. So I ask in all the people who listen to this program here tonight to be strong and stand tall and rally around the NDP. I give thanks one more time for the NDP.
So Radigan, since you suffered damage by Hurricane Thomas in 2010, were you able to achieve anything, like help yourself in any way?
Well, so far, I done a little that I can do. I couldn't do much because I had a one hand, so one hand active and one hand ain't good. But still, that couldn't stop it. I already struggled myself around and I build this foundation. I do this with the help of the NDP.
Okay.
I do this with the help of the NDP. And today, I gather some materials. Yeah, which I gather some plies one time. And then I have plies. Well, in all, right now, I get 12 pieces of ply and a couple of pieces of board. And then with them pieces, 12 pieces of ply and a couple of pieces of board, that can make my building up. Because without the NDP, my brother, my sister, woman, man, trust me, without the NDP, I couldn't do it. I could have do it, but it's not in this quick time. That take me some years. Because I am a planting farmer, I plant planting, but right now the disease that going around, the attacking the planting and the banana, I asking myself, what the Minister of Agriculture doing to the farm? Sometimes you spend your last $100 buy a sack of manure, and when you chew your manure on your field, you're surprised to see your bunches them break their neck, and they cannot fall. So I still give thanks. With whatever I can do, I try to do it with the help of NDP.
Yes, my dear people, how wonderful it is that we can see the power of the New Democratic Party in action. Democrat power for service to the people. That's what you've seen in the footage that you've seen there. And I just want to say thanks to all the good Samaritans for the assistance that was given in each case. I want to thank even Mr. Radigan for helping his fellow constituents by going with the truck to pick up the bed and so on. For Rhoda, you saw him lifting up bed and so on. It's very good to see that they can help each other. I want to say a special thanks to Mr. Cali Crichton of the North Windward Constituency Division of the New Democratic Party for helping to assist with transportation to pick up the items. I want to also give special thanks to my dear husband, Calvert Baptiste, On that day, I could not be available to do the filming, but it was necessary to capture such important moments, and he sacrificed his time to help me to get the footage while I was sitting in an all-day meeting. And I just want to tell him thank you very much. I am happy that we're a team together as husband and wife working for the service of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, in the last 5 minutes or so of this program, my dear people, I wish to say something about the philosophy behind the work that is being done by this program. I said it before, but I want to repeat it. I am a Democrat. I belong to the New Democratic Party, and when I talk about being a Democrat, these are the principles I espouse. I stand for freedom because I recognize that without freedom, the people perish. I stand for democracy because without this method of democracy, there's no freedom. I stand for good governance because without good governance, the nation perishes due to lack of accountability and lack of integrity. I stand for helping everybody regardless of party. Because, my dear people, government is supposed to help all of the people, not just those who elected them. I stand for uniting the people. How often we lament the fact that our society is divided terribly along party lines. Yet what really is being done to address this terrible division? I believe that we must unite our people. And one of the ways in which we can do this is by encouraging kindness towards one another. You cannot see your neighbor in dire need just next door to you, but just because of his political color, you refuse to help. I want to help to instill to reinstill and to encourage again those values of kindness towards one another, service towards one another, by getting us all involved in helping one another. You may be in need, but you might be surprised that there are others in greater need than yourself. And if you could just for a moment deny yourself and sacrifice to help another, you might be surprised how much help is returned to you. And so these things are very important while we face the different issues that are affecting us in the world, in our region, and in our society. We must not forget to love one another, to have service towards one another, to be kind to one another, because these are the foundational values that would build our society and help to make it a better place. And I believe in these things. That is what democracy means to me. That is what being a Democrat is all about. And this is why we're able to do these things for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to announce that as an initiative of mine from this program, and in order to encourage and to foster more sacrifice of each other towards each other, I will be giving to each person who have contributed in any way, whether it be tangibly, whether it be with their monies, Vincentians home and abroad, I will be issuing each person with a certificate called the Democrats Award for Service to the People. This is important. We must recognize when our people do well. We must recognize their sacrifices. We must recognize when they deny themselves to help others. Serving the people is truly grateful to have seen this from persons who came forward in all of the different cases. In the case of Irma Richards, she got all of her assistance, all the assistance she needed, the same day, because the very day when I was going to take some of it to her, somebody said, I will put the rest. And I was so grateful. And as you can see, and as you would have seen, she was grateful too. So here's where we come to the end of this program. Let me remind you of how you may contact me. You may write to me at servingthepeople.ab@gmail.com. Or if you wish to call me, telephone me at 1784-528-1015. If you don't get me right away, please try again or leave a message. In any way that we can, whether by pointing you to the relevant agencies, whether by soliciting assistance where it can be done for you, we will do it by the grace of God. Nothing is impossible, and we also encourage you, wherever you can, to work hard to help yourselves. Thank you very much for looking at this program, and until next week, I am your regular host, Anissa Batiste, for you, to serve you, the people. May God bless you. May God bless St. Vincent and the Grenadines.